Prima le parole, dopo la musica. First the words, then the music. Or prima la musica,
dopo le parole.
dopo le parole. And there you have the essential question that is weaving its way through Capriccio, Richard Strauss's last opera. The question, what comes first, the word or the music? Eternal question, very philosophical question. This is an opera that deals with the opera itself, with the creation of the opera as a new art form. And you have all the essential characters present who make up the Gesamtkunstwerk, the all-encompassing world that is the opera. You have the poet and the composer, the muse, the director, the producer, the actress, the singers, and the dancers. And each of them plays a very distinct part. The poet and the composer compete for the affection of their muse. They're both in love with the countess who presents the muse in this scenario. The director says, without me, nothing happens. The producer, who foots the bill, wants to get close to the star. The actress is suspicious of the music that cannot live up to the high demands of the text. The singers are engaging in rather competitive singing as if it was a sport, and the dancer represents the beauty, the sheer beauty without content. And all of them say, without me, nothing goes, which means I am the most important one. But for me, the key phrase in the entire opera is actually uttered by the actress Clairon. And it's done in a very casual way. If you blink your ears, as it were, you might miss it. So here it is.
So ist die Kunst in Gefahr, sich die Flügel zu verbrennen.
Wenn wir mit unserer Welt des Scheins der Wirklichkeit zu nahe kommen, so ist die Kunst in Gefahr, sich die Flügel zu verbrennen. Whenever we, with our world of appearances, get too close to art, to reality, then art is in danger of burning its wings. That's the image of Icarus, who flew too close to the sun and his wings made of feathers burned and the wax that held them together melted and he fell down. What does this image really mean? We cannot get too close to the sun because we should never become one with the sun. The sun is there to shine the light on us so we can be seen. You can think of the sun as art in its purest form. And it shines on us so that we can perceive it and see it and experience it without being blinded by its power. And with that image, the artist is the vessel for art. It's a very philosophical opera. It's a meta-opera. For me, it stands apart from all other operas because, as I said, it deals with itself. It deals with the content of what it is to create an opera. And it tells the story of how the opera as an art form was created. They all come together and they figure out how they can actually all collaborate to create something meaningful that encompasses all of them to become the Gesamtkunstwerk. It's very philosophical, it's very psychological, but it's never heavy-handed because we have Strauss who wrote it. So with that, he's closer to Mozart than to Wagner. How do you resolve the eternal question that was posed at the very beginning? It happens at the end of the opera. The countess cannot decide whom she should give her favors to. Is it the poet or is it the composer? The word or the music? What is more important? And is there a way to end this question? She looks at herself in the mirror. Madeleine, she says, can't you tell me? can't you tell me how to find a way out of this quagmire? What is the end of the opera? The opera that we're going to create, the opera that I am in. The question is hanging in the air, just like the note that she sings. Is there an answer? An answer that does not fall into the trap of der nicht triviality. And right in that moment, the butler arrives. Milady, dinner is served. These are the last words uttered in the entire opera. But do they have the last word? Because the music continues. In the opera, they decide that they're going to collaborate to create an opera. What should the opera be about? It will be about the discussion on how to create it. The entire opera is a mirror in a mirror. And once you have that image, you understand that you're dealing with infinity. There is no end to art. It keeps going. And here the music is opening up. Who has the last word? Here you have the music. And it's like a blanket. It was a long day, and the music is like a blanket that you put over your tired body as you rest your sleepy head on a pillow. It's all over you. Before you go into sleep,